So, good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
Uh,
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome to the SAEM Marathon 2023. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Squeefy?
I'm doing alright. I've got a few things to figure out what I'm getting echo.
Oh, I gotta mute some. But
yeah, I'm getting echo from you from somewhere. Hold on. Okay. I should.
as we mess around here on the demo screen, what's up, everybody?
Yeah. This is distracting. I don't know where the echo's coming from. I mean, yes, I can't hear anymore. It's time. Never mind. It's like 5 seconds delayed echo.
Oh no, you might just need to mute like the stream on Discord. But anyway, hope everybody's doing okay today. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning, getting ready to kick off the marathon.
Stream is muted. Ah, wait, no, there we go. The Acer stream wasn't muted.
Oh lol.
Lol. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, the Sonic Adventure Air Marathon. We get to start off with like a cool category.
Yeah, what a cool category.
So,
as of
well,
you know, as the same last year, this category did not exist. This category has only come into existence within the last, I want to say, 6 months, 7 months or so.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
So,
yep.
As everybody may know, Sonic Adventure is notorious for being the cutscene game TM. So we've taken the liberties of taking the cutscenes mostly out of the game with Sonic Adventure CX, stands for cutscene cut.
There's a few cutscenes, mostly the CGI ones that we can't skip, and some other funny ones where weird stuff happens. But for the most part, yeah, we skip them. Thanks to a funny little code breaker code, which detects this cutscene and then lets you kill yourself by pressing start.
Alright, so I'm gonna make sure it's good for me to go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna see if that's okay. I gotta make sure it's okay to get started. Okay.
Yeah, make sure everything's all good to go. Assuming settlement countdown most likely. Also, let me. What the hell do I have the stream open on my phone?
Extra fun. Oh yeah.
Extra fun.
Sega Dreamcast.
I love the Dreamcast. I haven't used a Dreamcast my whole life, the entire more than the time I've used it playing fucking Dream SA1.
Just making sure that everything is ready. Now, cutscene cut is it's a little finicky, but you know it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be. It brings it similar to things in DX a little bit, but it's not exact. There are a few things that, because of the way it works, is that essentially what's happening is you're killing yourself during a cutscene that ends the cutscene. So you won't always spawn in the correct spot. Sometimes you spawn like at a train station or something. Which does mean the hub movement is a little different. So, oh, do we have the go-ahead?
We do have the go-ahead, and for the people in the back who are dealing with the timer, timing begins on the fade-out. So on the fade-out, on the fade to black before the station square loading.
Oh, not doing fiction screen. Okay.
All right, we will see you guys on the other side.
And that's it. We're off. So. I mean, I guess we get the first difference straight away. Just kind of explain how things are going. There's a cutscene. We press start. Cutscene's over. There you go. That we've explained how CX works.
Yep, that's so the way CX
Stream's
works.
over. We can leave now.
If a cutscene flag is currently active, you can press the start button, and Sonic dies.
Yep, which also does work for other cutscenes, but like, actually not using cutscene skip, where we can sort of we do a few skips with that, but for the sake of this, we're all thinking, yeah, this is Chaos Zero, Chaos Zero, Chaos Zero. I hope you really like Chaos Zero. What is going on here? I hope you like Chaos Zero because, yeah, this is the first example of CX funny stuff.
Now we get to fight his brother Jimmy.
We get to do it again. Good old Jimmy, we love Jimmy. That's two. That's two? Yeah, I mean technically it's the second one. We get double Chaos Zero. It's exactly the same. There are a few times where it's like, you do a boss twice and it's usually quicker to just do the boss the second time and actually push the cutscene.
Yeah, so if you're wondering why we fought the boss twice, like Squeefy said, dying during a boss fight like that will make the boss respawn, but it still skips the cutscene afterward. So it's faster for us to fight Chaos Zero twice than sit through the cutscene. There's a few instances of funny things like that throughout the run, but not too many, especially with Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic's usually pretty safe. There's only a few instances where, like, if a cutscene's during a stage, you usually respawn during like the last section of that stage. Essentially, just respawns you at a spawn point within the area you're at. Anyway, Emerald Coast. I don't really know what to say. Emerald Coast is Emerald Coast. Kind of a pretty okay. I mean, no, I was about to say it's pretty okay stage at Emerald Coast, which means literally anything could go wrong. I can't see what timing you're at, but hey, it's looking good. You know, we're going up the wall thing. I'm doing a cliff run. I don't know what's going. I'm working on like no energy right now. That's fine. Let's go. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying. Don't do this again. Not again. It's like why? Whenever in an event this happens. Getting ready for it. Oh, yeah, I mean, also, I think it's also something we're going to point out in this run is that there are some skips you can do that don't require CX that we're going to try and go for, just to, show them off. The sort of traditional full run cutscene skips we'd have instead of using the CX code, and they're all really cool. It's like the run's changed so much because of them. So for this CX, we're going to show them off as well. And there you go. That was Emerald Coast. I avoided talking about Emerald Coast because it's Emerald Coast.
Yeah, as Sweefy pointed out while I was intensely focusing on the most difficult stage in the run,
most difficult.
I will be going for a couple of the non-CX cutscene skips, the ones that you will see in a normal any percent run of this game. Because, yeah, we do those now. There's a handful of cutscenes in the vanilla game which can be skipped with some pretty cool setups. One of the first ones in the run, actually, and we're coming up on, is the Egg Hornet cutscene skip. And of course, if I miss them, I'm going to be pressing the start button to skip them anyway, so don't worry.
It's like we want to show them off, but, we also don't want to waste time by sitting through them. So, the Egg Hornet skip, this is one of those skips which is deceptively annoying. It looks like the easiest thing ever, and then sometimes you just don't get it, but that should have been actually, that looked pretty clean.
Oh yeah, that was a really good one. I hit the kill plane. I hit the kill plane as soon as the trigger started.
That was good. That's because basically what's happening is you're hitting the load zone for the cutscene and then falling into the kill plane. So it does take a bit of setup finding them, but once you've got them, they're like really cool. And they're massive time saves. Because if you think how long these cutscenes can be, that's a lot of time saves. It's worth it. Anyways, Egg Hornet. Egg Hornet, we mash A. There we go, we mashed A. That was the boss.
Hit with one of these for prosperity.
Yeah, just do the jump cancels at the end, because why not? I don't know, SA1 bosses were never that amazing, a lot of them just kind of exist. I don't know, I don't really know what you can say about them. Especially when in this early, when it's just kind of just hitting A and hoping.
I wonder who the first person to discover Egg Hornet one cycle for Sonic was. Probably whoever picked up the game on the first day and just mashed the button. It's one of those tricks where I feel like everybody individually has found it on their own at one point.
It's just like everyone's at one point just smashed the button just to see what would happen. Or just been impatient. I mean, that was the reason I found it, because I'm just impatient. But anyways, Windy Valley. This is I think most of the skips and decks work on this one, except for Gamma Clip.
Except for Gamma, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. The thing I will say about a lot of things in this game is there is a good chance something that may not be possible actually is. We just haven't found it yet. You know, which tends to be the thing with a lot of things. You know, like we found Tails Casino skip not that long ago, and for a long time we was like, no one can find it. But you never know. We may find Gamma Clip. Not with a clean trampoline skip.
No stolen valor here. We did not find We did not find Casino skip. Venom did.
Yeah, Venom did. Venom found. No, yeah, Venom found Casino skip and Ice Cap skip. Was it for Tails?
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, you just started running the game. He's already found 2 skips. Let's go.
I knew something was up with that door. Like, I felt like there had to be something there. I just can't believe I didn't stand under it.
I mean, I tried standing under it, but I never got it. And so I figured, like, oh, this just doesn't work. But no, it turns out the reason it's what it is the collision you're clipping into is a cylinder. So you need to be perfectly lined up, otherwise you're just sliding past it. So it's just very precise. But anyways, Windy Valley, that was like one of the cleanest Windy Valleys. Could have asked for it, wasn't bad.
It was okay.
You know, like, goddammit, take the credit. Take the compliment already. Stop questioning it, just take it. But yeah, we're heading over to Casino next.
I bonked inside the train, that's funny.
Oh no, reset the run, it's over. It's dead.
I don't even think that lost time.
If I didn't actually, I don't think it did.
Yeah, one weird thing about CX is that after a cutscene skip, hub world music just kind of disappears for a bit, so there's going to be a long period of this game that's just kind of silent.
Yeah, I believe it comes back when you enter a stage, I believe. Or change hub, I think that's it. But yeah, it's just because of the way the game's loaded, it loads music up, and because you've died during the cutscene, well, it just ends. I'm assuming because the game's like, oh, we've already started it, so it must be going. Who dies in a cutscene? Who dies in a cutscene? But realizing 20 years later, that's the whole point. But yeah, one thing you may notice there, grab the Lightspeed shoes and respawned back at the beginning of the entrance. As you know, literally we're just respawning back at wherever we entered the area. Also, this is a new skip, which is amazing. The fuck the button. Don't you dare feel this. I'm about to say I will rip you apart.
It really is as easy as it looks, and I was messing it up in practice a bit ago.
Yeah. But yeah, it's literally aim at the side of the door. Like you can just walk to the side of the door, aim towards it, and spin dash. And oh. Yeah, okay, so we're going for this is Dreamcast exclusive Casino skip, where we basically go up and there's a corner that just has no collision. And this is the hardest part about this trick, is just getting over in the first place.
There's a giant invisible wall inside of Casino for some reason. Now, if you touch that invisible wall, it throws you back into the vault, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, if you touch it, you get teleported into the center of the vault. You can't fight it. You have to go around it. So the jump there is a lot more tricky than it looks.
Yeah, it's mostly because Withers practiced it, and so once you know where it is, it's not that bad. But yeah, when you first start off, it will catch you up. But yeah, the thing is, this game does that a lot. There's a type of wall, it's like a push wall. It has a force in it, and it'll push you in a certain direction that's set to it. The thing is, though, those walls are very rare to get past. Like, if there's a wall there, you're not getting through it. To the point that even if you're using debug mode can't get past them.
I wonder why they made them so strong.
I don't know. Actually, I have no clue, because you don't even need to be that close to them.
No, if you even come within, like, spitting distance of them, they just send you, like, to Narnia.
Yeah. It's like, you get so close to them, you're no longer in SA1, you're not playing 06.
And for some reason, dying with the ice key still respawns you with the ice key. which is great because that means we don't lose it when trying to enter Ice Cap.
Yeah, actually, I'm wondering if it's because the ice key has some special properties. Because other objects you take into another hub world and they're just gone. But the ice key is one of the exceptions. So I wonder if it just has a special property to it, where it saves it in memory or something, and then reloads it as soon as you enter the stage or the different hub. And so it's because it's there. It's just kind of there all the time when you die. Why does it actually look bad? The game Dreamcast looks amazing. Like, they put some serious effort into this game to make it look good. Remembering a thing where apparently when they made what about that bridge skip is so free. It's like, I swear there's no collision in that corner. It is Dreamcast ice key skip. Damn, I wish Dreamcast ice cap free skip.
All right.
Which is we're going first. We're going first out. Yeah, this is one of those tricks where it's like, it's just a pain.
It's just a pain.
It's just a pain. You kind of just spin that shot the corner until you clip out. I mean, there is a setup you can light me here, but we're just gonna fall here. Sort of time it out. Literally, you're going for like a count. As soon as you see the screen go white, it's like a count of 7. Then you let go, and we're just waiting for collision. Oh, and we're waiting for like a giant rock to appear sort of on the left. Yeah, there you go, like a rock or a road or something. And then we'll just go right, and then there we go. There's the ending. You can. It is possible to clip out and then turn around and quickly and just hold straight the whole time, but you're scraping a kill plane, and you can't turn even slightly, because if you do, you're hitting it. And when I turn slightly, I mean like you can't turn like a pixel before you hit it. It's that close.
Ice Cap is one of those stages where you either gain a ton of time by getting out super clean, which you can do with practice. For a little bit, whenever I was running the game more actively, I had more free time. I got to the point where Ice Cap was no longer an issue for me, and I would just like run at the door, and I would just be able to clip right out because I had the angle like locked. Yeah. But you know, take the smallest break, and everything kind of fades away.
Yeah.
Except for this though, because I'm sick.
Cutscene skip. And there it goes. Run up the wall, fall down, and then there you go. There is a cutscene skip. There's actually two methods for this skip. You can either go through the wall, or there is a clip. In the clip, you can clip through, and then that lets you also do the cutscene skip. The clip is slightly faster, but it's a lot more inconsistent. While the wall run's a lot more free. Well, and it's not free, but it's freer than the clip.
The clip is very inconsistent. The wall run is a very particular piece of movement, but it looks really cool. And I don't care if it's like I don't care if it's a couple seconds slower. It's cool, so I'm gonna keep doing it.
It is really cool. It's like the wall run is more consistent, but it's also a bit more difficult because there's so much to it. Because if you hit, let's say you hit the wrong section of wall, or you uncurl at the wrong time, you'll actually just fall off and you have to redo it again.
The first Chaos 4 of the marathon. Woohoo!
Oh, how many of these we're gonna see? Everyone in chat has been like, wow, this game looks amazing on Dreamcast. We know! Hear the gospel, this game looks fucking great! Like, seriously, I love this game.
It's a very good looking game with a very cohesive art style. I think that's like the big thing that I really like about this game. Well, on top of like the everything else. The cohesion of the art style is so cool. I think that DX is a very sick game. I love DX, but DX's like biggest miss, the biggest miss in DX from everything is the lack of cohesion of the art style. But like, you know what? Some people prefer it, and that's totally cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So the thing that holds most of it together is the fact that Dreamcast lighting is more universal. So everything fits together better. So nothing sort of stands out. Well, in DX, all the characters stand out, which I mean, I guess works. Like if you're going for the art style where you want the characters to pop out more, it works. But in this, it sort of blends in all together, so everything looks like it's part of like one world. Yeah, I don't know. I can like that. I appreciate that. Just look really good.
Hey,
I remember hearing a thing, apparently the reason DX had some things change, like textures, was apparently because the GameCube disc couldn't hold as much memory or something.
Alright, welcome to the very first unskippable cutscene of the run. We get to take a very nice look at the high-fidelity floating mast.
But yeah, it's CGI cutscenes. Unfortunately, we can't skip at the moment. Maybe one day we'll figure something out, but for
Emulator
now, yeah.
Kinda can if you mash, but like,
I mean,
it's only on emulator and it breaks the sky, which is interesting.
The thing is, it's not even really skipping them; it's just moving them. Because they still have to play. Because the way a cutscene works in this game is that it checks that the cutscene has started, it doesn't check it's ended. So if the cutscene doesn't play, it just moves it later on. So you could technically keep delaying it until after the run's over, I guess. You know, but then there's also a risk of soft locks happening.
Alright, Sky Chase.
Right, cool. Anyways, back in a moment. No, I'm joking, I'm not gonna leave you. But, what did I say about Sky Chase? Yeah, this is the unskippable cutscene, I guess you could say.
Yeah, no kidding, this is the only unskippable cutscene in DX.
I really need to get fast Dreamcast working. It's like nearly there, but shit sucks. Time for donations. One pence from Anonymous. Shut up. Okay then, sure.
So how's everybody doing? Is everybody excited for the other runs in the marathon? I'm personally looking forward to the Knuckles story race later on today.
Yeah,
I'm sure that'll be great.
That'll be great. There's no particular reason I'm looking for that one. Like, you know, it can be so cool. Sky Chase. I don't know what to say about Sky Chase.
How are my hydration levels? I'm drinking water right now.
I should have got water. I should get water after this race. But I didn't. Any water fans? You're a water fan.
Blood.
Oh, actually looked. Okay, well, on the conversation of water, I looked at some of the textures in the game, and there's like, I think it's like 20 or 30 different water textures for this game.
Why?
Because they really wanted the water to look good.
I mean, it looks great, but like, holy crap.
Like, yeah, because the cool thing about Flycast is you can actually texture dump from Flycast. So I was even looking at random stuff. It's like, yeah, there's like a bunch of different water textures in the game. I'm assuming there's some overlay like between them to make them look the way they do. But yeah, it is cool.
So, bro, it's actually very funny that you bring up the 60 FPS code, as this game has exactly one instance where gameplay runs at solid 60 FPS, and that is in Twinkle Circuit. It is extremely jarring. Whenever you go into Twinkle Circuit, it's like the game just kind of it feels wrong.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's what I mean, because like obviously because I run one phase, I've done enough Twinkle Circuits, I'm used to it. But it's so weird when you go through the longest run ever, and then you get to Twinkle Circuit, and it's like, wow, okay. Yeah, and character select screen too, but that's not really gameplay. I mean, if you had anything on the tile screen is 60, and then Twinkle Circuit randomly. But I also think it's because Twinkle Circuit doesn't have as much stuff in it. You know, there's not really many objects, it's just kind of the level. And there's another cutscene skip. Just, you know. Sonic! It's actually, there's a couple of cutscenes which we haven't done in this run, where you actually skip them from resetting back to the title screen.
Yeah, so for that cutscene that I just skipped, the way we would skip that one in a traditional run would be by, oh my god.
Oh, okay.
We would skip that cutscene by soft resetting the game, which if you didn't know, is an intended feature. You can soft reset on Dreamcast, much like you do in DX with Input Mod.
Yeah. And here's another cutscene skip. There's a few methods for this one. But honestly, this is my favorite method.
Yeah, there's a lot of methods to do this cutscene skip, but this one's definitely the funniest.
Yeah, we are literally gonna sit here and we are gonna wait. So hey, how's everyone's evening doing? How do you soft reset on Dreamcast? You press every face button and start at the same time. And there we go.
I almost didn't get it because I was looking at my phone.
You look like I was about to say, you look like you moved a little bit later.
Yeah, I definitely thought the music was gonna kick in. I forgot.
I was about to say, damn, we've gone so far. Is this going to be the time where we actually have to skip the skippable cutscenes? Anyways, Twinkle Park. This is one of those stages. Okay, this is one of those stages where I don't know how do you explain Twinkle Park other than saying that it's a pain in the ass? But yeah, we're going to go through Twinkle Circuit, not Twinkle Circuit. Yeah, sure. I have no idea what I'm gonna be honest. I was clean. Okay. Essentially, what we're doing is we're doing track skip. Well, I guess it's TPSS in DX, but this is just track skip because it's like the easiest one there is. Not that it's easy, because you still have to sort of line up, and then because the car switches direction in mid-air, you have to compensate for it. And then also you got to compensate for your ring count on the car you take. But we usually take the light blue car because it's more consistent. Picking skip, so it's worth it.
Yeah, for any DX runners that are wondering why we go for the light blue car instead of the dark blue car, it's because the light blue car is better air control.
Yeah, they're still not going to stop me going for the dark blue car because I'm a rebel, but you know. Doesn't matter, I'm losing like 100 runs to it, it's fine. Anyways. Clean Castle is good. That was
Nice.
a really cool Twinkle Park. See, one advantage we have for things like Castle Skip on Dreamcast is that we can actually time out the act transition because of the disc drive spinning.
What?
Did you not know this?
No, I just mashed.
What the fuck? No, okay, right. During an act transition, right, the disc drive will spin twice. The first time I believe unloads everything, and the second time is when it's loading it. As soon as you hear it a second time, you can press it.
What?
What the
That's
hell?
crazy.
That's with everything. It's like even the what was it?
You have like a microphone on your disc drive. You're sitting there listening for the chug chug. You're like, now I press the button. That's insanity.
Have you heard my console? How loud it is?
That's true. I think your neighbors can hear it.
But no, I mean, my Dreamcast are really close to me. But yeah, I'm listening to the disc drive spinner. It's the same for like, you know when you're doing the normal final leg, like elevator skip in final leg, where you press restart, you can time that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, also, right, okay, because we're getting
Oh
there.
no. I started laughing.
Been wild. But yeah, it makes the task jump in Skydeck really easy compared to DX. You just charge up a spin dash just before you hear this disc drive spin, and then as you hear it spin, you just let go and hold jump.
Losing time because I can't hear my Dreamcast. What year is it?
Oh no. Certified Dreamcast moment, it really is. It's the advantage we get, which means, yep, all the disc players get an advantage over any card players. Let's go. I'm starting wars. Everyone knew about that happen. Yep. That's true. In RPGs, you can just hear the disc drive sometimes. It's like, yep, I'm getting an enemy counter. Okay then. Now, are you gonna go for the cutscene skip?
Yeah,
The Amy Casino. Cool. Okay. The question is, will you get it? Because this is probably the hardest one. Probably. Yeah, this is probably the hardest cutscene skip coming up. Which is actually, ironically, I want to say this was the first one found of the sort of death types where you die to get them.
Yeah, this is.
And it's also one of the latest to actually work out how it works.
Yeah, this is what we're coming up on, the very first cutscene skip that was ever discovered for this game. But it's also the hardest. Make it make sense.
Yeah. This is another one of those ones where there's a few ways to set it up. But, no, so...
Alright, I'm not... Yeah, I'm not going to be going for it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a very difficult trick. There's a few methods to get it. You can either go from above and sort of fall into it, or you can clip through the side using either Bergman method or just a DX spin dash jump. But then basically what's happening is the load zone for this area sticks out very slightly on the right side. So you can sort of scrape past it and then hit the kill plane as you fall through it. It's very tight. Like, the margin of error is tiny.
It is by far the most difficult cutscene skip in the game. It's the cutscene skip that saves the least amount of time. It is definitely a Final Frontier trick. It's really funny that that's the first one that he found. And it's
found by complete accident.
As of right now, I believe it's the only one to not be implemented in any run on the board at all.
I believe so, because it's so difficult. We all sort of have rough ideas how it works, but no one's got like a consistent method for it, the way it can be used when it runs. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe one day someone will figure something out. But hey, Dreamcast is big enough. You never know. We might get someone in that actually knows, that figures something out. It's like, yeah, I got it. You know, someone starts running on the first day, gets it. It's like, yep, okay.
What a jerk!
That monkey was waiting for you. Someone's getting a promotion. My favorite piece of tower speedrunner. Your same.
Man, Red Mountain has been kind of beating me down recently.
Yeah, I've been struggling with Red Mountain a little bit, but I think my issue is because this game has RTA lag, because we time RTA, but in the game there are some instances where a frame won't properly register. Well, it will register, but then the inputs aren't registered properly because of the lag, and so sometimes the input just gets eaten.
Yeah, you've got to, especially for stages like Red Mountain, you've got to be able to play kind of in the future. There's a lot of instances where your button presses are not going to come out on the frame that you press them. You've got to be ready for when the game is going to release them. And then there's this right here. This is ridiculous. You have no control of the camera there. You just have to you have to adjust your stick to the camera change. That is by far the trickiest jump in the game.
It's one of those ones where it takes time. Like, once you've got it set up and you sort of know how it works, you can get it fairly consistently, but there's still going to be times where it's like something just goes wrong. You take the angle slightly wrong, you hit the wall. And if you hit the wall, that just kills all your momentum anyway.
It's really important I got that checkpoint there before the tunnel, by the way.
Yes, it's actually really important, because this is one of the first instances, I want to say, of a cutscene during a level.
Also have to be sure to wait for the cutscene to properly start. Yeah, if you skip this one too early, it is very bad.
Yeah. Recently found out there's a few instances where things that the game counts as a cutscene that to us don't look like a cutscene. And so the code works for them. Which then means that, yeah, some funny stuff happens. But yeah, that was the first instance of a cutscene where the cutscene happened in stage. So because we died during the cutscene, it respawns us at the beginning of Act 3. So you can go. Yeah, that's one of those things in this code does. Anyway, we're back to Sky Chase. Let's go.
You know, Sky Chase, kind of a bop.
I love Sky Chase. I just hate the stage. I love the song though.
Yeah, pretty boring, but like, song's great.
It really is. I mean, Sky Chase on the stage, you're like, I don't mind Sky Chase sometimes. Like, it's nice to have a break every once in a while. But then sometimes it's like you're on a good, like, you've got momentum going, you're on a good pace. It's like I kind of want to keep it going, but then you gotta stop. Just so you know. Do this. But yeah. So I know I asked a question last time, but hey, how's everyone doing? We're in Sky Chase again.
Oh yeah, for Broth, yeah. This is the 1.0 version of the game. The original Japanese release. every version of this game has its own quirks and differences. As it stands right now, JP is the most optimal version of the game for running. But at this point, honestly, that might even change.
It's possible. There is a few things, because I mean, I guess, while the conversation coming up, there's a few differences between them. The major difference between the versions, because the two major versions are JP and what's called International, which is every version released after JP. The main difference is the collision was changed. So some clips that work in one version won't work in the other, and vice versa.
So JP has its own fair share of unique tricks that only it can do. And it's got, and the biggest thing for JP is that JP has a better camera. For some reason,
the biggest thing, yeah.
For some reason, the Japanese version of the game, the original release, has the best camera in any version of SA1, like including statics. Like Japanese quote-unquote autocam for SA1 is crazy good, and every other version of the game, even on the Dreamcast, just has a significantly worse auto camera for no discernible reason. One of the biggest and most noticeable changes is in Lost World. The camera in Lost World is perfect for exactly what you want to do, and that for that little trail of rings that you typically lightspeed dash across to exit the mirror room before the water slide. Normally, in every other version of the game, whenever you go for a spin dash jump there, you get that kind of action-y cam like we deal with in Red Mountain, right? But for some reason on JP, there is no camera change there until after you've already landed, which means you can just spin dash jump across for free.
Literally so easy. It's one of the things where I don't understand exactly why they changed the camera. Because it's like, yeah, I don't know. It was so good in JP, and they just decided like, oh, we changed it. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I mean, there's a few other things changed, like a few item boxes, like first one I can think of is Amy's Twinkle Park. The electric shield that you see in DX and in International, it was an electric shield originally, and they changed it to speed juice in Twinkle Park. Like random things like that, and then also saving was changed. So when you collect an emblem in Hub in JP, the game doesn't save. Same with upgrades in Hub World, the game doesn't save. So like, if you picked up, like if anyone that runs 130 on DX, when you do a big story, you pick up the lore in the jungle, but before you do that, you go to Station Square and you just soft reset. In JP Dreamcast, we can't do that. There is another cutscene skip. What's happening is we charge him with spin dash here. Oh no. We charge him with saying what's a silly hop so we can fall out clip and then just light speed dash into it. And there we go. Charge with light speed dash and then reset as soon as you clip out and we clip through.
Yeah, so that is the first silly technique, with quotations on the word silly, that we use in the entire run.
Yeah, there's a few instances of that.
There's a few more instances of sillies. That's the only silly dash in the entire run. But silly hops will be making a return. Now, what is a silly strategy, you may be asking? Well, a silly strategy is a light speed dash charge something. So rather than calling something a light speed dash charge spin dash jump, because that is the most unattractive name of all time, we just call them silly hops. It's a terminology that means absolutely nothing, but now everybody knows what you're talking about.
Other than trying to say the world's worst, most confusing acronym ever. Anyway, Sky Chase. Nope, Sky Deck. I'm late. It's okay. But yeah, basically, this is probably one of the worst stages in Dreamcast, not because the stage is difficult, but because this game is late. I know what. This stage is really broken. At this point, you either have RTA lag somewhere, or the game will straight up just decide to crash.
This is the most unstable stage in the game.
Yeah, there's so much that can go wrong here, especially in Act 1. I feel like Act 1's the most likely to like crash on you. I've had that a few times. There's so much going on. I think like 2 skyboxes, I want to say, and a bunch of objects, and then random effectors going on all over the place. So I think kind of screw up a bit. But yeah, anyways,
oh man.
Did I do that right? Is Dreamcast 30 FPS? Yes, Dreamcast is 30, yes. Not everywhere.
I'm dead!
We get... Oh, we got the funny.
So,
yeah.
if you get shot by the cannon, it'll force you to re-grab the missile, and re-grabbing the missile in Skydeck Act 3 just kills you. So it's kind of like Tastrat if Tastrat killed you.
Yeah, it's I don't know, maybe because the game respawns in the next area, so the rocket's sort of loaded in somehow. It respawns and then something to do with location changes. It just kind of activates and sends you off in the wrong direction. If it went the other direction, that'd be great. You literally rocket to the end. That'd be awesome.
It would be great, honestly. But
it goes the other way.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what missile you grab, they all kill you.
Yep, they're all programmed to go one way. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Damn, true. We're so much better if you just died. That's so true. Oh, yeah, there's a few meme notes a few times where like we've respawned in a different area to usual. That's just kind of how it works.
The super homing attack.
Super homing attack. I don't get why it's only in this location. I want to know why it's so for some reason it homes onto Gamma so strong here. But I have no clue.
Alright. Sonic just had a really long conversation with Gamma. I could not get out of that.
Yeah, there's a small cutscene skip you can do. Well, this cutscene skip, I mean, kind of. It skips a load zone, I want to say.
It saves time. It's not possible in CXX. What was that?
What the? Wait, really?
It is. Yeah, that is not possible in CX for some reason. All right, please.
Wow. Okay. I never knew that. What would have been? But yeah, we're getting close in this. Okay, this section of the game, from I want to say Red Mountain to Lost World, is where you can have most of like the funny lag stuff happening because there's so much stuff happening in these three stages specifically. So where the point of RTA saving strategies in this game are actually a big part of the routing.
Yeah, there's a lot of huge RTA saving strategies that we have to implement in some of the later levels. Like for Lost World, there's a very high likelihood that Snake Skip is just gonna be slower because of how much lag you get from the Lightspeed Dash particles, which is just kind of absurd.
Yeah, because it takes yes, there is RTA lag from the Lightspeed particles because they're not sprites. You know, you may think like, oh, they're just pretty sprites. I know they are solid objects. Every particle, like every effective Lightspeed Dash, is a solid object. And so when you add that on to anything else in the game, it sort of lags things out. And especially with the water effect in Snake Skip, because you're so close to it, more of it's on screen, it lags the game more. So there's a good chance where full Snake Skip is actually slower than just doing the old baby Snake Skip.
And here we get a very rare instance of something you don't normally get to see: Sonic jungle movement.
Yeah. The spawn point is set at the entrance to Lost World, so I mean we have to do jungle movement, which we don't see a lot. I mean, it's not like it's a long period, but hey, this is one of the differences between doing the game vanilla and running ZX, besides just cutscenes, which actually is a reason I think this category is kind of cool.
Yeah, CX is crazy because it's not exactly like just SA1 without cutscenes. It's just kind of something different.
Yeah. It's not massively different to where you can't, where nothing transfers over. But it's slightly different enough to where it feels, it feels like you're running a slightly different game. It's kind of like a weird middle ground between SA1 and DX. But like more closer to SA1, I guess. And here's Snake Skip. Confirm fast method, hopefully. You're gonna do a spin dash over to get over there, save like a second, I wanna say.
Ooh, baby!
That was clean, okay. Okay, but
where am I going?
Where are you going?
I got ejected by the wall.
Oh, well, I was about to say, I was going to ask if you're going for the new Lost World method or not.
Oh, yeah.
System. Like, cool, let's go. I love this. I love this. Yeah, this was found literally less than a week ago, I want to say.
No, landing on that pillar is very hard.
It is. It's very small. Yeah, there's we're trying to land on that pillar, and we're gonna set up a spin dash. Well, essentially, we're just setting up a silly hop. But yeah, first we've got to get up. We're on. Okay, so we're charging. Got to keep the camera moving.
I did not get the jump. So that's one of those instances where on that pillar, there's a lot of lag. So you have to try and time the A press within the frames you can actually hit the button.
Yeah, there's a lot of instances where something you've done, like, you know, it could be something you've done 100 times, you're like, okay, this is it, I can do this. But then, because the next time you do it, the RTA lag will be slightly different. It just kind of makes it a little bit difficult. Also, the camera, not good. Did we get it? There
Got it.
That's it, let's go. I love that.
It's so cool.
Go. Do we even have a name for that yet? I've just been calling it the new Lost World skip.
I'm calling it either Banana Route or Lamau skip. It's because it is inspired by Nixer's TAS.
That is true. I like Banana. No, I feel like we should save the mouse skip for something that is actually in Act 2, well, near the border section.
That's fair.
You know. I'm still so disappointed low skip distro doesn't work on Dreamcast.
I hope you like that small corridor we just walked through.
It's okay.
Best corridor in the game ever. It's so good.
Let's see it again.
So good we get to do it twice.
Yes. Hey, camera.
Damn, you failed the B mission.
Where were the rings? The hardest B mission in the game. 50 rings with 0 in the stage.
I know, right? Like, what was he even thinking? Like, who made this game? Also, get ready. It's time for the Angel Island past sequence Senti. Hope we get really good at that movement. Yeah, we're getting I think close to the end for 6, and so I think, you know, if this has been interesting to everyone, we have stuff set up for CX. Should definitely give it a shot. If cutscenes are too much.
If you're interested in playing, SA1, if you're interested in playing CX, we do have an emulator leaderboard now. We do allow emulators, and we've got a bunch of resources. So be sure to give us a holler.
Yeah, we'll hope we get it all set up. Also, finally, capsule.
Lamau.
Ah, I love that. It's so cool. I love this game.
So the entire capsule is not solid, only part of it, and the collision it extends past the capsule. So to actually land on this thing, you've got to be really particular. Like that. That is actually the best spot possible to land on.
We actually looked at the collision, and the collision for the capsule is slightly off-center. Like, it doesn't line up properly. So if you go in the wrong area, essentially what's happening is you're sliding off the bottom half of the capsule.
It's very hard to describe just how absurdly difficult it is to land where I did, by the way. Like, that is exactly where you want to land. That is the fastest place to land on the capsule. Because otherwise you lose anywhere from 4 to like 10 seconds RTA just wiggling.
Yeah, because it's if you go too far to the right, you're falling off. If you go too far to the left, you'll be safe, but you have to go back on and then make sure you don't fall off anyway. Yeah, we're going to see in his egg viper. Actually, I can't see the time, but you know, we're probably looking at like a 47 or 40. I'm so bad at remembering.
Yeah, looking like a 47.
Yeah, like 47, yeah.
Assuming that, you know,
Yeah, assuming no funny stuff happens. It's Egg Viper.
It's Egg Viper.
Like most of the time it's fine, but then you have those one times where it's like, you know what? Actually, I just feel like screwing you over because yeah, you've had it too good for too long.
Too good for too long.
Too long. It's like no.
Yesterday I got hit with Dragma again, where the tops of Egg Viper just throw you off the stage with no chance of getting back.
Mm-hmm. You can hit there. Sinister lighting. This is like kind of sinister lighting. I didn't even think about that. Second close leg. Honestly, the hardest part of Egg Viper still is the first half. The second half isn't too bad, as long as nothing decides to just go, yeah, you know what, screw you anyway.
Yeah, I take this part very slow, especially in a marathon setting, because I have, in multiple instances, messed this up. Yeah, one of the coolest parts of this fight, take a look at the wall whenever you hit Eggman. The wall itself actually, like, has a huge color difference whenever you hit Eggman.
Does it? Well, I don't know if I noticed that. Oh shit, it does. Okay.
It looks so cool.
Oh.
It's such a neat effect.
I've never noticed that. That's legit kind of cool. Like, not a lie.
Whenever he's charging his laser, it like flicks purple. It flicks like purple and light blue as well. It looks really good.
They ruined all that in the lighting effects on this game. Yep. It's going to take me goes up, but doesn't pay attention to that. Anyways, yep, there's another difference between DX and Dreamcast. It's Egg Viper on DX. It goes to the last page of that. Also, that was time of 47:10. I mean, considering when was the last time you did a CX other than the practice you did yesterday?
I have not really played CX in like 6 months. I haven't even played. I haven't even played like Dreamcast. I haven't played Sonic Story in like 2. So I'm not
that
exactly.
Was a solid run.
Yeah, I'm not exactly up to stuff right now, but I still think I did pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say, 47-10, considering you haven't played 6 or Sonic Story in a while. That was good. I'd take it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed Sonic Story.
Yeah, for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed Sonic Story. Everybody in chat. CX definitely cuts out a lot of that filler that people aren't too fond of with the run. It's still pretty girthy. Like, 47 minutes for Sonic Story is still a pretty long time. What am I working on currently? I've been doing some other categories in SA1. I've also been doing Virtual Boy Wario Land. And Super Magnetic Neo. So I'm just taking a little bit of a backseat with SA1, but I'll be hopping back on pretty soon. But, real quick before we wrap up, just want to say shoutouts to the SA1 community, which is budded. It's really cool to see everybody. Shoutouts to our dedicated emulator runners, and shoutouts to everybody who helped me get to where I'm at right now. Because in a few weeks, me and Alpha Dolphin will be heading out to Boston for PAX East, as we both have been accepted into GDQ for the PAX East event. And I will be running SA1 for PAX East GDQ. So I'm really excited for that. It's a really cool opportunity. I'm so happy to continue showing off more SA1. This game is so sick.
Yeah, especially how much the game has grown recently. It's actually amazing to see how far it's come. Within just the last year alone, it's just exploded. Like, it's so cool to see everyone starting to join in.
Yeah, SA1 today is completely different than SA1 when I started playing. They are they're not the same game. It's crazy how something like a sub 110 was a nearly impossible goal whenever I started running. And now the future looks really bright. A sub 1 might even be possible with enough dedication. It's just crazy how far we push the game.
Honestly, I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface. We're just so much more we're going to be able to find. We should, spend some time looking for it.
If I want to give shout outs to specific people, shout outs to Squeefy here, breaking one of the biggest barriers in the game's history with 130. Not even like a month ago.
I don't remember when I was.
And also, shoutouts to him, shoutouts to Nim. A few days ago, I was first place in Knuckles, and in the span of a few hours, I'm now third. What the hell? How did that happen? It's so cool to see the activity in Dreamcast. Me getting dethroned is so sick. I'm so glad that there's people playing the game. I'm so glad that there's competition. This is all I've wanted since I started playing. So just glad I got this stage to gush for a sec. I love this game and I love the community.
It's so cool. Cause like, thing a lot of people don't understand, like competition is really important. Because the more people go, oh, certain people enjoying this game looks really fun. The runs look amazing. I want to run it. And also we've got more people running it. And then they run, so more people are running. It's just like a perpetual thing. The more people running it, the more people we get. It's awesome. Everyone quick, just start running Dreamcast right now. Like, stop watching the stream. Don't even care. Go out and buy one. Just stop watching. Just go
After,
run
no,
Dreamcast.
you gotta walk through. You gotta watch the marathon.
Yeah. Multitask.
Finish the marathon, and then run SA1. Run SA1 on emulator. Run SA1 on hardware. Even if you got a GDEMU, we got a leaderboard for you. Everybody is welcome. It's the dawn of a new day. The game's turning 25 this year. That's crazy. Anyway, I've been WitherMan. You've been Squeefy. Y'all have been great. Thank you so much for having us. And enjoy the marathon. Dark Story, SA2, big stuff coming up. Have fun.
Yay. Enjoy.